What's good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it will help out this channel. So today, as you guys can see, man, we back in effect. I got a little mic, and I also got a stand for my phone. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big shout out, big salute to the homegirl Nancy, looking out with this device and this mic. You know what I mean? It's gonna help your boy out, able to hear me better. Not only that, the picture and all that is just that much more better too, man. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Slowly but surely, man, we getting it going. Later on today, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna either get a new phone or I'm gonna get like a GoPro or something, so that way I can start doing the vlogs. My first like thought is to get a phone, because with a phone I could do the vlogs, I could do it pretty much anything and everything I want, you know. I don't have to worry about stuff like that. I don't know why this thing's tripping. Hold on. That's the beautiful thing about this stand, is you can move it. But alright, it's sideways. There it goes. Come on, man. It be moving with you, that's why. So I'll be like, move this. No cap. So before we get into this video, I just want to give a big salute to my sponsors. Shout out Killer Kush. If you guys want some exotic bombs off, you guys want to go into the dispensaries, get at them at their IG. That's Killer Kush __420. Or if you want to go into the dispensary, check them out at 6009 East Olympic Boulevard, East Los Angeles, California 90022. And if you guys want some exotic bonza delivered to you, you're in the Los Angeles area, shout out to my sponsor Cali Herbs Los Angeles. Get at them on Instagram as well. That's IG at Cali Herbs Official. If you guys want a top of the line Frenchie, you guys got a new house or apartment and you want to bless it with man's best friend, get at my good people at Frenchie Row Kennels, man. They gonna hook you up. Just let them know Santo G sent you, and they gonna take care of you. That's Frenchie _Row Kennels on IG. My bad, y'all. They got these guys. I've been right here sitting down waiting for this man to finish, bro. Old man just walking around with the blower, like. Meanwhile, the other people do what they do. He just right there just blowing, like, bro, let it go already, homie. Like, you just blowing over and over, like. That's the only reason why I'm right here. Good thing I got a mic though. Just gotta woosah, man. Woosah, my bad. Early in the morning, haven't waked and baked or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even I gotta practice what I preach. Letting that get to me when it shouldn't even get to me, you know? I shouldn't be letting that get to me. Put it right here. Woosah, woosah. Let me light some of that Cali Herbs. We gon' woosah. I got some of that bomb gelato right here. To celebrate, some of that Swifty Blueberry. Shout out my boy Swifty Blue. Shout out the homie at Cali Herbs. This is their collab right here. I had to get it one time. Had to throw some rosin inside this leño, you know what I mean? So you guys are drinking one with me or smoking one with me, man. Salud, cheers. So yeah, man. Today, I pretty much just wanted to chop it up with you guys and get down to the basics, man. As far as the beginning, I wanted to practice on my speeches, right? So if I was to go to a school and do a speech, this is what my speech would consist of, right? Like say I'm going to school. This is the mic from the school and stuff, right? And I go to the stage, right? I'm gonna introduce myself and all that, like you guys are barely getting to know me. Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing, fellow staff, fellow classmates? Let me just start first and foremost by saying, man, that it's a pleasure to be here, but it's a bittersweet moment. And the reason I say bittersweet is because I enjoy this. I enjoy coming here and sharing my life story, but it's also bittersweet because there's a lot of homies that I lost throughout the whole journey and throughout this path that I know in their heart they wanted better. They wanted to do stuff like this, but they're not here. So I'm following on, leading this legacy, and pretty much just trying to talk to you guys and share my life story. But I'm doing it in vain because the people that I really care about and the people that I should have really pulled aside and told them to go down a better path, they're not here. And 9 out of 10 of them, man, I feel like the way I was going, the path I was leading, I led them into the lifestyle that they were in. So with that being said, I do suffer from a lot of survival skill, to where my homeboy Sicko, for example, my homeboy Agustin Jorge, rest in peace, grew up right here in the city of Englewood, the trailer park on Stepney and Centinela. He and me would always be chilling, man, blazing, you know what I mean, having a good one. And we would talk about getting put on the neighborhood and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But once it came down to it, I got put on the neighborhood and he didn't. And I kind of gave him crap for it, you know, because we were supposed to get put on together. So I kind of gave him crap for it. I was like, hey bro, like, what's up, fool? Like, you know what I mean? I got put on, you know, like puffing on my chest, you know, like I know my influence led him to join the gang. So that's why I'm like, man, he didn't show up that day to get put on. When I got put on the neighborhood, we were supposed to do it together, and he didn't show up. And he made the right decision by not showing up. He should have stayed on that path. And my boy didn't get put on till I was already in jail. I was already fighting my attempted murder case. That's when he got put on the neighborhood. That's when a lot of the homies that I hung around with, that I kicked it with, a lot of them got put on till I was already inside fighting my case. So what I'm trying to get at is that I know a lot of my homies that either lost their life or that are in jail right now doing long stretches, possibly life. I know that a lot of them followed my footsteps and they followed me into that unholy path. So that's why I say that me being here talking to you guys now and preaching what I'm preaching now, don't get me wrong, it feels good. I'm doing it because it's coming from my heart. Everything I'm telling you right now, I don't write shit down. It's just me speaking from my heart, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying it feels bittersweet, because I wish I had this mentality back then. What I'm telling you guys now, I wish I told my homeboys this back then. You know? That's where I'm getting at. So let me start by telling you guys my life story. Then you guys could understand everything. So I was born and raised in the city of Englewood, California. I was actually born in Torrance. They brought me to Englewood. Born and raised on the Stepney 500 block that's in between Marlboro and Centinela. Stepney block in the city of Englewood. That's where I pretty much grew up my whole life. All the way up until I went to jail. Those were my stomping grounds, you know what I mean? My neighbors seen me from I was little, growing up, running amok, people telling me go home. My brother seeing me come out, G'd the fuck up, telling me to go back inside and change, and I wouldn't listen. So I didn't start off like this, you know what I mean? I was a normal kid. To be honest, when I was in kindergarten, when I was in elementary, I used to cry a lot. My mom could sit down and tell you, I used to cry that I didn't want to go to school. I used to be banging on the door, crying like if they were beating me or something, you know what I mean? Because I didn't want to go to school. I believe when I was like in the 1st or 2nd grade, shout out all my people from Englewood. If you guys went to Sentinella Elementary School, you guys know Miss Rankins. She was a older black lady, but she had a loud voice. Like, it was to the point that I had nightmares about her and I didn't want to go to school. That's how much of a scary little kid, crybaby ass little kid that I was. Who'd have thought I'd be this hardened person that I am now? So that was me, elementary. Once I hit, I want to say like 3rd, 4th grade, was the first time I ever smoked weed. I have an older brother that's 5 years older than me, so I used to just watch him. They'll be blazing, they'll throw away the little roach. I'll go and I'll pick it up, put in a little bowl, smoking. They'll be smoking cigarettes, throw it away. I'll go and I'll pick up a cigarette butt, light it up. Nasty. Now that I think back on it, like, oh, that's nasty. But as a little kid, 3rd, 4th grade, I was already doing that. You know? So now, boom, we hit middle school. Now in middle school, now we're at the age to where bullying starts kicking in and stuff like that. I didn't know this till I hit 6th grade. Till I hit 7th grade. My bad. I hit La Tijera. You guys already know Scrub Day. Get there, and that's why I'ma always hold my boy Jesus Leon. I shared the story about my boy Chewy getting down at the park with the homie Trace. That's my boy Jesus. Me and him were like this since kindergarten. But once we hit middle school, he knew people that I didn't, because he was already out there. And I wasn't. I was sheltered all the way up until middle school. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. I was a straight mama's boy. Like I said, I was a straight bitch ass little kid. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I was a straight bitch ass little kid. I would cry that I didn't want to go to school. Had a fucking free staff, security at school giving me nightmares. You know what I'm saying? So now I get to the point where I'm in middle school. Scrub Day comes up. People trying to pick on me. My boy Chewy comes, backs me up. And that's when, first time I ever stood up for myself. First time I ever stood up for myself. You know what I mean? Shout out to the twins. Shout out to my boys, Peter and Robert, man. I remember they were fucking with me, man. I had a brand new flip phone. It was my first ever phone. I remember they were fucking with me. They had took it. I was like, hey, give me my shit back. Chasing them fools all over, you know what I mean? And my boy Chewy came and like, hey, give the homie his shit back. You know what I mean? Long story short, I ended up standing up for myself. And I started noticing, oh shit, a lot of people, once you look up and you show them you about it, they fall back. It's just barking, no bites. So I noticed that. So now I started being the one, like, fuck that, I ain't gonna be the one getting bullied, you know what I mean? So I started being the one out there. Started making a little crew. My first little crew was MIC, Mexicans in Control. No, first little one was CLM, but that was just like me and my primos. Me and my primo Sammy and my primo Lonel. It was just us three. That wasn't nothing though. My first ever crew that I was a part of that we were like little deep was MIC, Mexicans in Control. That was junior high. I had a couple of homies that we were going to summer school. It was actually 7th grade, summer school, going to 8th grade when we came up with the MIC. It was all the fuck ups that were going to summer school. We would kick it at the park after school and stuff like that. Go to the North Englewood Park. Shout out to the homie from 3Ps. Those Black from 3Ps that was going to La Tijera with us. Shout out him. Shout out the homie Tanemo from Broadway Gangsta Crib. He was another one that was there with us. You know what I mean? Another cagapalo. Another you know what I mean, knucklehead. But that was that. And then once I ended up going to Englewood High School, that's when the Hyde Park Locals kicked in. I want to say my freshman year, it was Hyde Park Locals. We went from a little crew MIC, my homeboy Little Boogie, and a couple of other homies we came up with, just bringing back Hyde Park Locals. Shout out the homie Rest in Peace Cartoon. Shout out the homie Lux, all the older homies. We knew that then, before they got put on the neighborhood, they were banging Hyde Park Locals. So we decided to bring it back. We're like, hey, you know what? Like, let's bring back Hyde Park Locals. Let's bring back the block. And we actually did. You know what I mean? Back then, around 2006, 2007, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2000, like the beginning of 2008. If you guys ever seen Hyde Park Side or Hyde Park Locals tatted up, hit up on the Hyde Park side, that was us, man. More than likely, that was us. So now we start banging the block. Boom, Hyde Park Locals. And we're having meetings. That's where I told you guys we're having the meetings at the stone benches and stuff like that. And then it went from us being Hyde Park Locals to us being into the neighborhood. And out of that group, I could faithfully and honestly, righteously say, out of that whole group, I was the first one to get put on the neighborhood. That's why I'm like, damn, you know? We all had the mentality, don't get me wrong. We all was headed that way. But everybody else was still just banging the block or banging Pluto, players like us taking over. Other little crews, you know what I mean? But nobody full-fledged was like jumping off the porch. I was the first one to actually start going to the hood meetings and start trying to get put on. Because I went to the hood meetings for 2 months before the homies even put me on. But that's why I feel like, man, you know, I feel like a lot of homies followed me down this path that they're not here no more and I'm still here. And that's why I'm doing this for them as well, you know? Of course, I'm doing it to get ahead, to make money, provide for my family. Who wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, ain't we all trying to get rich, make it out, provide a way, make a way for our family? So, that's why I'm doing it. But at the same time, I'm not forgetting where I came from, man. I'm sharing the stories of my homies that are not here to share their story. I'm giving you guys the real, the raw emotions, everything. You know what I'm saying? But so boom, we get put on the neighborhood. I get put on the neighborhood. I got put on January 15th or 20th, something like that. And then I ended up catching this case on March. 2 months later, I only lasted 2 months. Ended up catching a case out there, you know what I mean, doing my thing. And ended up going to prison. Inside prison, I ended up doing 9 years, 4 months of a 10-year term. So, no, I did not get out early. I ended up almost maxing out my whole 10 years. Got out, only lasted 2 months. Everything seemed so easy. Getting out, going in at the age of 16, then getting out, having everything handed to me, having a car handed to me, having everything handed to me. Everything so seemed easy, and I didn't value what I had. My jefita gave me a car, a 2006 Charger, black on black. I didn't even have it a week. Went on a high-speed chase in Culver City and wrecked my shit. Now that I worked hard for what I have, everything I have, I got it on my own. Did nobody give it to me, you know what I mean? Now that I work hard to get the stuff that I have, I value it that much more. You know, in time, having kids, like seeing my baby girl come out and all that, it changed something in me to where now I seen that I wasn't just living life for myself no more. I was living life for them. So that's what made me change.